Year has been the year of the snake. So we have really, all of us as a collective, we have been going through a lot of lessons when it comes to shedding your old skin, when it comes to transformation. So potentially this year has been pretty rough on almost everyone probably, because numerologically this year was the number 9, and 9 is the number before the cycle is completed. So anything from the last 9-year cycle that hasn't been shedded away from your life was like the universe was forcing those things to change. And sometimes change can be painful, especially if life has to force you for it. It's like it's not comfortable anymore. But I guess in time we will all see why we had to go through these things, you know? But next year in numerology, 2026 is going to be the year 1 in numerology. So we are really starting a new chapter in all of our lives, you see? Also, next year is going to be the year of the horse. The snake made us shed all that is not meant for us anymore. And the horse is going to start making... Oh, look at this horse coming up now. And the horse is going to start moving everything forward. In this reading, I will have 4 messages. So a message according to your astrological element. I will suggest you go to see your sun and your rising sign and possibly your moon sign, because to be honest, this is a collective reading, so there can be messages in both. If you feel called to only look at your rising sign or only look at your moon or sun, just do whatever you intuitively feel like. I'm gonna start with fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. The second group is going to be air signs, which are Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. The third group is going to be water signs, which are Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. And the fourth group is going to be earth signs, so Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So I will be putting the timestamps for each reading in the description box, as always. So let's get to the reading. The first collective of people is going to be our fire signs, so Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, rising, sun, moon, or whoever ended up here. Let's see. Let's see what's coming up for my fire signs this year. So I see the 10 of Pentacles coming up straight up, so that's a good sign. It's a sign that you're really manifesting prosperity and abundance for you. We have Judgment also coming out. So with these cards, I feel like last year has really been tough on you, and this year you're really going to be starting to see the fruition of all the emotional and also physical work that you've been putting to your life. Like your angels have seen all the work that you've done. So you're really ready to close the cycles of last year. You're ready to step into the new era. You were shedding a lot of old things, and you've been putting good energy into the universe, and the good energy is coming back to you next year. So all of the things you might have lost or transformed in your life, they're going to be filled up with better things, more aligned things for you. I don't have reversed cards in my deck. I was gonna put this upright, but since I don't have reversed cards in my deck, I always read upright cards. But since it came out like this, I'm gonna have it reversed, okay? So we also have the Lovers and the Temperance reversed coming up. So there might have been some imbalances in your love life or in your overall life. This is a collective reading, so take what resonates. For my fire signs out there, the scales are going to be balanced next year. I feel like last year you lost a lot of energy to something that was essentially not really meant to stay in your life. And there was a power struggle. And this really brought some imbalances in your life. I see the Emperor coming out. So for my feminines, I feel like maybe you had a relationship last year that really drained all your energy out. It left you feeling like powerless. It left you feeling out of control and in disharmony. This energy is not coming with you to the next year. next year is all about stepping into your own power. I feel like you gave up your power for something. This could be for a job or for a relationship or for whatever, but you had to give up your power. You had to give up everything in your life, and you lost a lot of things. You might have lost your whole foundation of life. And with the Emperor coming out here also, it's like, you guys, next year, you're gonna step into your own Emperor energy. You're gonna become the leader of your life. You're gonna start to take steps that are aligned with your purpose and that feel powerful to you, that bring purpose to you. Instead of relying on other people's opinions or other people's lives or thoughts about you, you're just stepping into this energy of, this is my life and I'm taking power over my life. You see Ace of Cups coming out here as well. Wow. Usually the Ace of Cups is a new emotional beginning in your life. I feel like since we do have the Lovers here, I don't want to make this about love because this is like generally about your life, but I feel like a lot of you could be manifesting a new lover into your life next year. And I feel like this is going to be the type of person who is not going to take your power away. I feel like my throat is a little bit stuck. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get the words out. But I feel like that's the energy that you've been in. You've been in this energy of like, I don't feel seen or heard. Like, the people around me don't understand me. That's the energy that you've been in. But this energy is going to be left in last year, you know? See the Six of Cups here as well. I feel like you've been doing inner child work and you've been working towards finding happiness in small moments. Let's be real. Like, last year really drained the out of you. But you've been trying to find happiness in small details, like smelling the flowers on the way, this type of thing, you know? And that's beautiful. And that's the type of thing that's gonna manifest even more happiness in your life. The Ten of Cups, wow. The karmic justice is going to arrive to your life. Whoever has doubted you or put you down or taken your power away is going to receive their karma. And you're going to receive your karma as well from all the work that you've been putting towards yourself, your dreams, your new mindset, your new life, your new goals. You're going to receive your good karma. The Ten of Cups is the ultimate happiness card. And with the Ace of Cups here as well, they're right next to each other. It's like whatever was in disharmony is going to be in harmony again. Can I have 2 more cards, Spirit, please? 2 more cards. 8 of Pentacles. 4 of Pentacles. The 8 of Pentacles and 4 of Pentacles coming out, it gives me this vibe of you've been really like positively stubborn about your work and you've been putting a lot of effort into your dreams. You're really working towards something, and this is something you're not ready to give up, like, ever. Like, this is something you're building for yourself. And you're like, this is my life and this is my thing. I will do this no matter what happens to me. This is the type of energy that is going to really bring towards some new opportunities for you. During this new year, a big cycle is going to be closed and a big cycle is going to be opened up for you. And it's honestly up to you to take this action. It's up to you to make this happen for yourself, and you're already making it happen for you. And the more you show up, the more the universe is going to show up for you as well and give you more opportunities and open more doors for you. But just be sure of any disbalance in here, any disharmony, because also there needs to be a balance of, let's say, rest and work. There needs to be a balance of giving and receiving, of feminine and masculine energy in your life. Don't overwork yourself. And you know what I need to mention? I already filmed one reading, like completely, like 30 minutes of a reading, and I was trying to check it and I saw that it didn't have sound on. And I was like, oh no. But for some reason, that message didn't want to come through. But here we are trying again. You know, you can take that as a sign of like, even if the world puts you down, even if there's obstacles on the way, even if things seem super hard and you need to keep trying and keep trying, you can always start over, you know? You can always start over. And now that I feel like the reading is taking a different turn, because the previous reading, of course, I don't remember everything I was talking about, but it was more like, more so the positive side and not so much the healing side of this reading. So it's interesting that that one got deleted. Maybe there was some, what's this? Six of Swords. Maybe there was something there that you were not supposed to hear. I don't know. It's like there's some, the universe wanted to actually keep it a secret how good things are gonna get, so it's gonna be more big of a surprise. I don't know, maybe I'm just being delusional, but that's how I like to see it. Okay, so Chariot, the Hierophant, and the Six of Swords coming out. So I see you are really spiritually guided, but you're also super spiritually connected during these times, and next year this is going to amplify in your life. I feel like a lot of my fire signs are going to take a more traditional, more maybe religious or just overall spiritual path in life. Maybe you're going to be meditating more, creating a spiritual or like more higher frequency routine, or attracting more higher frequency things for you. Also, I see that you're walking away from chaos. The Six of Swords is kind of like melancholic card. It's like maybe you're also kind of addicted to some chaos in your life. Maybe there's some things that like you say like, oh, I hate this drama, but then at the end of the day you love hearing about it, you know? And it's like, that's not a bad thing, but I feel like that's going to be changing next year. I feel like next year you just want some peace and quiet. You want to like just be in your energy. You want to explore the deeper meanings of life. So I think the Chariot came out here for two reasons. This can also be two different messages, but the Chariot also talks about balance. And I was talking about this disharmony that was in your life before, that you're trying to balance it out, and I think that's going to be balanced out when you search for some more spiritual knowledge, especially inside of yourself. The Chariot always talks about the answers within you. Like, this person is really connected to the divine with all this symbolism here, and the moon showing the intuition and the starry sky behind. It's like this person is listening to the spiritual guidance that's coming from their soul to guide them forward. So listen to that inner voice, truly. But also the other message that I see coming through with the disharmony and the bringing back of harmony is the judgment call. This is confirmation that karmic justice is going to be served in your life and in all the people's lives who try to take your power away. The karmic justice is going to be served. Yes, I'm happy to hear that. Some of you, if you have children, your own children or some kind of children in your life, I feel like your connection to your children is going to be more stronger, or something is growing more stronger this coming year. Maybe you're going to be, some of you might also work with children, and you're going to find some spiritual knowledge in the children around you. But those of you who have their own children, you're going to be forming a more stronger connection with your children. Also, this can be about pets. Something about pets is coming through. Maybe you're going to get a pet, or if you have a pet, you're going to be spending more time with your pet. That's for some of you. You know what? Also, I get this feeling that in the last year you really had to like hold on to your pentacle with the Four of Pentacles here. It's like maybe you felt like financial things were a little bit uncertain, and you still kind of feel like, oh, like even if you started to make more money or you succeeded in some things, you start to feel like, oh, I can't let this go because I finally got it, like I need to hold on to it. But the thing is, like, it's gonna continue like this. And actually, to step into more prosperity, it's important for you to keep the flow of the abundance and don't hold on to things too much. There's not going to be a balance of giving and receiving if you feel like when you give too much, or when you receive, you don't want to receive it because you're like, oh, it's a disbalance of giving and receiving. Next year, you're going to find some balance in giving and receiving in your life. You're going to open your heart more to people around you, and you're going to be able to receive as much as you are giving, because I feel like you are a very noble and generous person, and maybe the people around you are trying to give you the same back, but you're like, no, it's okay, I don't need it. But it's normal, because that's how relationships work. Friendships, family relations, lovers, what you give, you receive back, because that's the karmic law of the universe, right? To open up your heart more. I feel like a lot of you are going to be taking a path of unknown next year, and it's going to be inspiring to other people. They're going to see you take this path, and they're going to think, wow, they're so courageous, and if they can do it, maybe I can do it too. Some people might come to you for advice, or a lot of people might need your guidance next year. So also be open to that, to giving guidance for other people, because you are, in essence, you are a leader person. You're supposed to be leading a collective of people and teaching them and showing them, and not necessarily being in like contact with people, but when they see you or they hear about you, they think, oh, like, I always wanted to do that, and maybe they get inspired by your actions. So don't hesitate to take aligned action, because you're actually, when you are taking aligned action for yourself, you're also creating a path for people to follow your footsteps, and that's beautiful, and it's very crucial to your purpose on earth. Actually, just make sure that you're safe and you're not doing something too impulsive. But if you feel like stepping into the unknown, the universe has your back. Just remember that. So let's take one oracle card for you to summarize this reading. So can I have one oracle card for this collective of fire signs, please, Spirit? This one. Twin flames. Interesting. So that's confirmation that some of you might be meeting a soul partner this coming year. That's lovely. Okay, personally, I don't understand the whole twin flame hype, because for me it just sounds like such a big mirror that most people probably won't even end up with this person, you know. So even if they come to your life, they are most likely coming to your life to teach you hard lessons. But if you are able to take the lessons and really grow from them, you can really make a beautiful connection with this person, right? Also, it is a collective message, so I'm not saying that all of you are going to meet like a twin flame, you know. It also says soul partner, so that can be like a soulmate, maybe even a karmic soulmate, just to like, some kind of love is coming up for you. Someone is going to come to your life that's going to light up a flame inside of you. Maybe it's like, you know, you have only one butterfly in your stomach, and this one butterfly is like sad and crying, and when you meet this person, the butterfly is going to awake again, and it's going to be like, oh my god. You know this feeling when you meet someone and you start to have feelings for them, and it's like all cutesy, and you thought that that would never happen to you again after everything you've been through. But all of a sudden you meet someone, you're like, oh my god, I forgot how beautiful it feels when you get this feeling of something is starting up again with someone, you know? That's the vibe. But truly, I feel like this can also talk about your purpose, because since I get this feeling like next year you're really going to be stepping into your purpose and working towards your dreams. And this is the type of energy that's going to attract love in your life, because let's be real, like, we need to have something going on in our lives to be able to be in a healthy relationship, you know? Because if everything in our life is about the other person, then again we go to the disharmony, right? It's going to be imbalance of power and imbalance of love, because you need to have your own things going on, right? I just saw 333 on the camera. 3 is like the number of culmination, body, mind, spirit. I feel like this is the vibe. You're connecting to your emotional body and your spiritual body and your physical body. And your connection with life is going to be so much more layered. You understand? But back to this twin flame card. So when you really start to fulfill your purpose, that's when you start to attract like healthy partners, because maybe you have been a little bit codependent in the past, and I feel like this codependency is what was causing this disharmony before in your relationships, where somebody was taking your power away and maybe you were lost in desire or lust. But this new connection that might be coming in for you next year is all about feeling like you recognize their soul. You know, it's not about physical things or material things. It's just about, I know you, I see you. And that's also the feeling, like I was talking about this before in the beginning of this reading, is like you felt like you weren't heard, you felt like you weren't seen. But with the new person coming in, you're going to feel like they see everything about you, they understand everything about you. Even if they are different, maybe you are the divine feminine and they are the divine masculine, you know, but still you're going to feel like you see me, you see my soul, and you understand me in a way that no one else has before. And that's super beautiful. Let's see if there is some more messages from the guidebook of this oracle card, because it's a long text. I cannot remember all of this, you know. So here is, if you want to read the whole thing, you can pause here and read. For some of you, there's also a message that you might be meeting someone that you have a higher purpose with. Like you might be meeting a business partner and who you're going to create a business with, or who is going to support you or invest in your business. Or someone who you're going to make some project with as well. This can be creative, it can be fine arts like paintings, or it can be a movie or film or a music video or a song or something, like depending on what is your creative pursuit. I feel like you're going to meet someone who's going to help you with this or collaborate with you on this if you're not meeting a lover. Affirmation: I'm open to finding a deeper purpose in my life and to finding a soul partner who will share my higher intentions. That's beautiful. Your purpose is going to feel like it's getting deeper. That's beautiful. It's like you're going to understand like even more layers about why this is my purpose and why I was guided through all of these things in life to end up here, you know? That's all that I'm seeing for you for your 2026 predictions. And remember also, nothing is set in stone for the future. I mean, there's infinite outcomes from every situation. All you have to do is set intentions, you know? So if you feel like, oh, actually, I don't want to make new projects this year, don't make any new projects. You can always do it in 2 years or wherever you want. If you feel like you want to change something in your future, you can do that. You have free will, right? So with all 11 light, I hope this resonated with you. And until next time, bye. Hello and welcome to my earth signs. So that will be Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. And this is going to be your predictions for 2026. So let's see what comes up for you for this reading. Person, collective, please, spirit. Oh, it's interesting. So we have the Empress and the Emperor coming out. That's interesting. Oh, can I have 2 more cards, please, spirits? Can I have 2 more cards? So clarify everything with clarity, please. The King of Wands. The Devil. Oh. Let's start with the Death card. The Death card is all about transformation, and this is a type of transformation that is like inevitable. It's something that is supposed to happen in your life so you can move forward into the next step. It's not a negative change, but it can feel painful. So there has been a lot of transformation going on in your life, I see. But also you're working towards something. I see some of you might be working towards a relationship. If you are in a relationship, you might be putting more work into that, to finding a balance and feeling like communication is open and everything. Really building something with someone. But if you are single, I see that you're just building a balanced life for yourself because something had to die off. With the High Priestess coming up here as well, I see that you're being very intuitively guided. So you might be receiving some intuitive messages that are giving you some guidance on your situation. And you're really listening to that inner voice. And you're also listening to your intellect and your rationality here. I have the King of Wands and the King of Swords here also. There's a lot of masculine energy in your life right now. But with the Devil coming up, I feel like there's some patterns that you're not fully letting go. There's some cycles in your life that you're attaching yourself into very strongly. And as you can see, like from the Devil card, these two people, they are chained to the devil, right? But the chain around their neck is actually super loose and they're kind of willingly standing there. So in the end, I feel like the things that you think are obstacles for you right now are actually not as big of an obstacle that you think. It's something that you can actually make a choice to walk away from. I also get this feeling that some of you might be in a relationship that you don't want to be in, and maybe you've been building something behind your partner's back to kind of like feel more stable to move forward with your life. Okay, the Lovers. So you really don't want to take these burdens of the experiences that happened to you during 2025 with you to 2026, and you're being asked to release some things so you can really connect with the true love of the universe. If you stay too attached to someone in your life, you're actually stopping the person who is supposed to be there to come in, right? So I feel like next year you might be feeling suspicious, like maybe life has hurt you a lot and you're like, I don't know if good things are coming or not because I've been waiting. It's that type of vibe. It's like, I've been waiting for good things and I don't see them. But the thing is, like, it's because you're too attached to certain things in your life and you're supposed to be letting them go. And you're supposed to be listening to your intuition and your inner spiritual guidance to step out of the cycles that are not supposed to be in your life anymore. And this year, anything that you've been going through this year has been trying to show you the way out of those cycles. So if you still feel like it's difficult to see where is the problem, maybe you can take a moment to really look back into this year and think, okay, where did I go wrong? Like, what are some things, like, what are the events that kept happening to me? And maybe they're trying to show me something that I didn't see yet. But with the Two of Cups and the Lovers coming up, actually, I think a lot of you might be attracting more beautiful experiences and maybe even lovers into your life, but you're shutting yourself off because you feel suspicious of it. You're like, I don't know if I trust this. You have your guard up, you have your walls up a little bit. And you know what, I understand because I feel this energy of like, you've been through a lot this past year. It has really broken you down. And You've been having to go into survival mode a lot, but now it's like you can let go of this like Nine of Wands energy. You can let your walls down. You can let go of this defensiveness because beautiful things are coming into your life. Don't let the past define you. The things you learn, they define you. The new person, the new version of you is defined by these lessons. But don't let the past hurt define you. Don't let the world turn you bitter. And I don't think it has, but this message is coming through for someone to pay attention to pessimism. Because actually there's a lot of beautiful things that are unlocking for you. Maybe you had to start over and let go of a lot of things. And it's understandable to feel pessimistic, like, oh well, the nice things were taken away once, so maybe they will be taken away again. But that's not what's going to happen for you. You're actually manifesting a lot more loving things into your life because the things that were not aligned with you, you had to let go, right? You have almost all the kings here. You have the King of Pentacles here. You have everything but the King of Cups. If the King of Cups comes now, it's gonna be interesting. Okay. So I have the Ace of Swords and the Justice card coming through as well. So, you know what? I think a big message for you during this time before the year changes is pay attention to how your mindset is affecting your reality. Because the Justice card comes around to remind us that whatever energy we put out into the universe is going to come back for us. So pay attention to how your mindset reflects on your life. If you feel like, oh, that will never happen to me, you're constantly saying to the universe, that will never happen to me, so probably it won't. But if you start to say, oh, it's possible that will happen for me, the universe is going to listen and think, it's possible that's going to happen for me. And then it's possible that it will happen for you. You understand what I mean? So I think that's a big message that's coming for you after this year. Is like the world made you shut off your soft side. It's time to bring back that softness. It's time to bring back that trust in the universe and trust in yourself and trust in life, that everything that's meant for you will always be there for you. And if something is gone now from your life, it was never supposed to be there. Also, what's interesting here is that we have the King of Swords, Pentacles, and Wands. So everything but the King of Cups. And this is an interesting occurrence because the King of Cups is the only like emotionally available one. This is like representing your past partners. And something is missing. It's like you've seen the passion, you've seen the intellect, you've seen the masculine energy, you've seen the provider, but you haven't yet seen the one that is going to be truly your emotional fulfillment, you know? That doesn't necessarily have to be a message about love. That can also be a message about life. Like you've seen the passion in your life, you've seen the drive in your life, you've seen the logic in your life, you've seen the money in your life, but you didn't see the emotional fulfillment in your life yet. And next year, you're going to be starting to see that. You're going to be attracting more emotional fulfillment and less material fulfillment, if that makes sense. But I understand air signs can be more about the logic. Maybe you prioritize rationality more than your heart, but it's always good to open your heart to the universe. If you can try to first change your mindset into gratefulness, into trust, into love, then maybe you will start to feel it as well. You can start in your mind and then go to your heart. Sometimes it's hard to trust that good things are supposed to happen after you've seen so many bad things happen. And it's like, is there a good side to this? How can I turn this into my favor? Like sometimes it's so difficult, but trust me, next year, you're going to be so much more open to more blessings and more beauty and love and harmony and peace in your life if you truly take some time to reflect on In what ways am I blocking my blessings by being pessimistic about life or being too realistic? It's good to be realistic in some things, but the universe wants to do its magic, you know? The universe wants to bring you some magic, some inner peace and blessings for you. Essentially, Spirit is trying to tell you, don't let your circumstances bring you down. Don't be a victim of your circumstances, because every day is a new beginning for you. Every day you can choose to take a step to become a different type of person, or take a step to change your life, essentially. Let's take one oracle card for you to summarize this reading for 2026. So for these Geminis, Libras, and Aquariuses, any encouraging messages from Spirit, please? Can I have one card, please? Harvest. I'm just gonna take this one card because I was asking for just one. 44. Harvest, gathering of blessings. Let's see what's in the guidebook for you from this card. So, if you want, you can pause and read here. The priestess of the harvest gazes an ear of corn with great reverence and appreciation for this sacred sustenance, the cause, along with the effect, coexist right in her hands, a tribute to the bounty and blessings of Mother Earth. The priestess knows that her own efforts and intentions are part of the ongoing abundance that nature provides. Wow, that's really a confirmation about how your inner world is affecting your reality right now. When you receive this card, you're being put on notice that your harvest is coming. There's a project or goal to which you have devoted much effort and attention, and you're about to reap the rewards. You have planted your intentions with care and taken the action needed to tend the seeds and cause them to thrive. So if you haven't already seen the fruits of your labor growing in your life, be aware of the potential bountiful results about to come your way. That's beautiful. You're harvesting some kind of blessings next year. This is an encouragement for you to keep working on your happiness, keep working on your daily routine, keep bettering your life, because your harvest is coming. You need to trust it, you know? Remember too the simultaneity of cause and effect. Even as you're harvesting the blessings of past actions, you're planting the seeds of future outcomes. So as you ready yourself for the coming harvest, also know that your sacred appreciation for the gifts you're receiving will be seeding the energetic fields and even more joyous results. So as you are receiving your blessings, give gratefulness, keep giving gratefulness to the universe for every blessing you get, and they will multiply. Because as you are reaping your rewards, you're planting seeds. You're showing up as a loving and grateful person. Affirmation: I work joyously on the goals that I am planting now, and I appreciate all the support and sustenance that the universe has to offer. That's beautiful. This is truly a message for hope for you, that even though last year might have taken all your power away, you're going to be calling back your power. You're going to be taking a harvest of all the hard work that you've been putting into yourself and in your life lately. I also see at the bottom of the deck of the oracle cards, I see this card of clairvoyance. And while this is also a message of psychic ability, I remember that this card is also a message of trusting the universe and trusting the signs around you. So if you see a sign of hope, you hear someone say something that gives you a warm feeling, or you listen to a song and there's a message in the song that you feel like resonates with your soul in your moment, be grateful for those messages, because they are really guiding you towards your harvest here and your blessings. So that's all that I'm seeing for you from this reading. Remember that nothing is set in stone, and there's always infinite outcomes for every situation. So if in this reading there was something that you want to change, remember that it all starts with you and your actions. It's your life and you're in control of it, okay? So I hope this was helpful, and I hope this resonated with you, my amazing air sign. And I will see you in the next one. Bye!